Hello and welcome, PocketWatch here, and it's about time for yet another episode of Fata Morgana, so let's continue our journey, I guess. We just been through the memories of Mel, find out what happened, how he feels, and it's time to continue. So let's just dive into the story. I won't like speak much, so let's just go. So I must put my camera on the side again, but let me wait for like the image here so I can see where exactly put my camera, and that is how I ended up here. Yep, there it is. Sorry. Okay, I will put myself like that maybe. So he was threatened. Oh, wait. Oh. No. We actually read this, so it's the same. Wait. Wait, how do I... How do I skip? Okay. Cut. I'll just click through that until we're somewhere where we did not read, because this is the same as previous ending when we got slashed, right? Because it's... Oh no, wait. It's been a while since I played Morgana, okay. God damn it, I thought like blue means that I've already read this. Also, it's late. I've been like considering not recording today, actually tonight, because it's actually late. And I see now why I did not want to record. Okay, let's just go. My bad. Sorry for confusion. So he was threatened. He didn't actually want to cause Morgana harm. He doesn't. That doesn't excuse what he's done though. So I need to put my camera, but like on this side here. Okay. That doesn't excuse what he done though. Yep. See what I tell you? I'm not all the brother you thought I was. Mock me, ridicule me, call me worthless, a coward, a terrible person. Also, you brought a point in the comments that he's like, I think that why he's like so terrible person, and his sin is not actually like per se doing to Morgana what he did, but like betraying Morgana, but like not taking responsibility and just like living in denial. I never thought about this actually. I don't know, I didn't thought about this that way, because like basically Nelly's here a hostage. So I didn't felt like that's his sin, like, you know, living through without like taking any responsibility. I mean, he's protecting his only sister, right? I never thought about it that way, but I guess I can see the point as well in this. Go on, what are you waiting for? You were threatened, Mel. He said he would hurt me. Hurt you. The only reason you went along with him. You didn't do anything wrong, dearest Mel. The other man is the bad guy, not you. You did the best you could. You didn't have a choice. That terrible man forced you to do everything. Nay. You didn't do anything wrong, dearest Mel. No, I didn't. I didn't do anything wrong. I had no other choice. Here's a denial, okay. Like, okay, now he's escaping. Okay, now I see, I think, the more of the point that you made in the comments, actually. Because he is denying it right now. That's not true. All you're doing is closing your eyes. What? You mustn't cuddle yourself. What was I supposed to do then? Don't be mean to my Mel. Did you really do the best you could? Do you even once try to do something about the situation, as hopeless as it may have seemed? I mean, if you are a normal person and you're in a situation like this, I don't think like anyone would try to do anything. I don't know. I feel like if your like family member is threatened in this way, I don't think like you will be like passive as the machine and do whatever other tells you just to keep your family safe. I don't think like, I mean, I understand why like Michelle is like you know, good-willed here and stuff, right? But I don't think any normal person would like try to do anything with this situation. I mean, how can you? Really? Like, your like family life is like way more important than like some random person, right? Like a friend that you found like suddenly somewhere, right? Like, it's just like how it is. I don't know. So yeah, he did not try to do something. I mean, I tried, like, he could like try to like let her escape somehow. I guess like he can try this, like, oh, I left my key by mistake somewhere, and it's actually Morgana having the key or something, you know? He could do something, I guess. Now when I think more and more about this, he could like do like little like acts that would be like not suspicious or something, you know? Trying to somehow let her leave, like helping her escape or something, or saying that he don't need like his like you know, the portion of blood, basically, because he kept getting blood from Morgana, so all he could do really was like, I don't need that blood anymore. I think that would work, right? Him declaring that I'm in this because you threatened me, but I will not hurt Morgana anymore. I'm not going to drain her blood. On the other hand, he believed that the blood was saving Nelly, actually. So he couldn't really do that. It's kind of complicated case, I think. Could you not even conceive of any other options? Could you not have come up with something else to say at Morgana's house? Something that might have given her the slightest clue that she was in a danger. I mean, could, but... I mean, he's been like a teenager, right? And like... Come on. I would say give him some slack. Like, he did like terrible things. He could do different ways, but it's not like you can think straight when like some guy with the sword just come to your house, just threatened someone. Like 5 minutes later, you are like at the door of someone else and being threatened to open this door. Like, you cannot think of anything like, you know, deceptive or anything. I don't think that would be that easy. And he's just a normal guy. He's been a noble at some point as well, so he doesn't have any like social skills, I would say, that would be required for such a situation like that. He didn't like learn to be like out on the streets and just like think fast and like being like resistant to threats and like mental like breakdowns, right? But when she opened the door, did you do anything? Did you even so much as attempt to stop him? Yeah, that would mean he's deaf, probably. I mean, I get what Michelle is like trying to convey here, but I'm not agreeing that something that would be so easy to do. You know, I see the point of Michelle, but I think like I'm going to justify Mel because like the situation and the way he was raised and like his age and like everything basically. Like I don't think he could like really anything here. My legs were shaking so bad I couldn't move. There's no way I could have stopped him. At the very least, you shouldn't have fled. You just stayed and told her the truth. That is actually a valid point. That you weren't there willingly, and maybe she wouldn't have felt so totally betrayed. That is actually a very solid point. Okay, I agree with this one. I totally agree with this one. He could talk, like, he's like being on like top of this tower all the time. He can talk to her anywhere, anytime. But he was there. You think I could actually stay there with him? Not a chance. And it's not like Morgana would have. She opened the door because she trusted you. Yeah, she isn't the easiest person to read, but she was opening up to you. She was. And what did you do with that trust? Yeah. Please, stop it. You've made your point. It's not all Mel's fault either. If anything, he's a victim. He was just trying to protect me. Were you listening to anything he said, Nelly? You are not Mel's first priority. That is also a truth. Okay. That's a point. Like, she was not his like I think like this is his biggest sin. Not like being ignorant or like living with it or anything. I think this is his biggest sin. Like, he tried to justify everything by saying that he did this to save Nelly, while he tried to save Nelly just to save himself, basically. So it was like, in his mind, it's been for his family, for Nelly, for his sister, but in reality, it's been selfish action. I think that's his sin, and that one, yeah. I think like we can actually have to think that he cannot be justified by that. He did what he did for his own sake. Well, what did you expect me to do? Full courage I don't have out of thin air. What's so wrong with self-preservation? There was nothing I could have done to stop him. I'd love to see you try do any better. Then maybe you will understand how scared I was, how little I could have done. It must be nice to be an outsider, to talk about my experiences like you know not anything, analyzing my decisions, going about what I should have done. You don't have a damn clue how terrifying it all was. How I felt having to go through it. I mean, he have experiences of himself and also the other doors that he experienced. But that's the thing. Michelle can like talk about experiences that he already relived. It's not in the time. And also opposing someone in his like normal life isn't because he's been cornered. That's the first thing. Other people did not find Giselle yet. Yeah, did not find Giselle yet. So he basically sacrificed himself and he was not threatened back then. So he had the courage to protect her in this way. Like, here it's been a little bit different story because he could try to protect Nelly But the guy already knew where Nelly is, so he could just like shrug off Mel and just kill Nelly, right? So yeah, like Michelle knows for like what he's going through, but he doesn't have exactly the same experiences, I would say. Oh yeah, you're right. It sure would be a courageous thing to do, to sacrifice your life for someone else. But you know what? People like that only exist in stories. Yeah. Speaking about this one. Except you don't actually understand that. You just want to give me crap for not being perfect. Do you want my pity? Is that all you want? If I tell you I feel bad for you and oh how hard it must have been, will it satisfy you? I do not know what to know, what you can do now. What even is left to do? Nothing is going to make her situation better. I won't make her arm come back. All is not yet lost. Open your eyes, take a good look. Good long look inside yourself. Think about what you can do. Stop sitting on your hands, telling yourself it's too late. There's still time to make a difference. You just have to commit to act. I don't think you are an especially bad or cowardly person. I think you are an ordinary young man. That's what I just said. A few minutes ago. It might sound like I'm telling you to do the impossible. But soon the time will come when you must make your choice. When you must stand up to take some responsibility for what you've done. No one childhood lasts forever. The good days are long behind you before you even realize they've passed. When faced with the consequences of your actions, you should have turned and run, but held yourself accountable. It is perhaps a disproportionately large burden for you to bear, but it's fast approaching. All you need to make a decision. Also, I'm sorry if my flow of talk and thoughts doesn't make sense today, or like I sound weird or anything or something, because like I said, it's late and I even considered not recording, but I feel kinda okay, so I need this episode because I need this to be on schedule, so yeah. Anyway. Maybe I should actually take a day of break and like not recording just because it's on schedule. I did that multiple times before, that I took some break. Maybe I should. Let's see, if I like make some breaks and like not like recording or something, and there will be lack of episodes, I will like let you know in the like comments, like community tab basically, and on Discord. Find your courage. Set Morgana free. Mel? Mel? But even if I open the door for her, it's too little, too late. She will never forgive me after. Is her forgiveness the reason you should act? No. It's penance for what you've done to her. Atonement for your sins. Whether she forgives you or not is beside the point. The question on the table right now is whenever you are going to do the right thing. And what about her blood? Without Saint's blood, Nelly won't. Yeah, that's a thing. That's not working. You don't have to worry about me, dearest Mel. My life isn't so important that I want to take someone else away to keep it. I will think what I can do to help too. It's partially my fault after all. So please, Mel, set the Saint free. Your quiet life is built on the foundation of lies. And I know that by now. You've realized there's no real value in a life like that. You wanted to do something about this. You sought salvation. Salvation? But who? Who would give it to me? I already told you I would. But why? Because I promised you. And you expect me to believe that? Yes? Just straightforward. Straightforward answer, yep. If you choose to sit here and wallow in your regret, there's no going back. Now is your only chance to make a change. Mel? Yeah. Alright. I'll help. I'll help you. Set her free. To the smell. I knew all along that was what I needed to do. But I could never bring myself to act on it. There was no way I could accomplish anything alone. I am basically helpless on my own. Everything about this is so completely outside anything I've ever had to deal with before. So I had no way of having an idea. What are you supposed to do about it? I mean, he had a point. Like I said before, I talked about this before, like where you like he was like the way he was raised, his situation, his age, like everything like that came to like this conclusion right now. Like he couldn't really do anything in the spite of situation, and then later he was like too deep in this. Sorry. God can be pretty cruel. Why would he force a boy like me to make such a difficult choice? Yes, he can be. You were made to be part of a more normal, less tumultuous world. But you've come too far to go back now. Back to that. So at least you can do is change the world you are in now. Yeah. I doubt I need to remind you. But you know, you can't get in with only my key. You need all three. And the other two, they don't feel an ounce of remorse. Yep, pretty much. I'm aware of that. I have a feeling like we might find something in Beast to kinda maybe somehow justify him? Maybe? I mean, for love? I don't know. He's a mercenary. He needs money and stuff, I don't know. So he's like very like bad guy, but he's also mercenary, I don't know. But the Lord? Oh boy. Oh boy. I guess Jacopo is going to just burn in hell forever. Taking the keys won't be easy. As or not, we have to get them. I'm sure there's a way. There must be. Just so we are clear, you're not going to overpower them. The guy with the sword much stronger than you, and he knows how to use blades. And he's a Lord bodyguard, so you're not getting near the Lord either. Even the two of us together wouldn't stand a chance against him. You seem pretty weak from the looks of you. Who knows, maybe I am stronger than you? God, I really do want to hit this boy. Deep breaths, Michelle. Deep breaths. There must be some way we can get their keys. I know they both have people they are close to. People they are close to. Yeah. So maybe we can use actually a nun from the church right here to get the key from Yukimasa. But who can be near? Is there going to be her name was Eva, right? I think. Is there going to be Eva? Near Lord? Or some version of her? I'm really curious. Maybe? It's possible. We can talk about that later. Now that you made your decision, talking with me isn't your top priority, is it? Well, Nelly, I'm sorry for involving you in all of this. I'm really sorry for being, well, what I am. I'm no prince, that's for sure. You always were my prince though, dearest Mel. You did your best to be the brother I wanted you to be. Honestly, I adore the way you fawned over me. All that affection just felt so good. What? It made me feel like I was special, important. Having someone to care for, to pamper. It was empowering. Yeah, because you had like a lot of experience being a noble before. That's the kind of guy your brother is. If someone else, some other girl were ever to show up and call me her prince, say she loved me, I'd probably try and act like the prince for her too. Why would you say that? Because all this has been so hard on me, such a huge weight on my shoulders, that every so often I would think just how much easier it would be if I could get rid of her. Oh shit, okay. Damn, Mel. Morgana was just a regular girl, not a saint or a witch or any of that. Just a pretty girl about my age. She might have been the one getting all my attention instead of you. That's who I am. That's not you, dearest Mel. You're beating yourself up. Maybe you would have chosen her over me, but that wouldn't make you any less of a kind man. How could you say that after everything I just told you? Because Mel, Tell me how despicable I am, Nelly. I'm not your brother. I'm not the brother that you once adored anymore, am I? You are not what I thought you were. But you are still my one and only brother. That will never change no matter what kind of person you become. It was wrong of me to try and make you into my prince, Mel. I should have done my job as your one and only sister in the whole wide world. Been there to help you as much as you would help me. I keep pushing my fairy tale fantasies onto you. You did your best to live up to them, and I ended up forcing you to pretend to be someone you're not. That's not true, Nelly. I enjoyed feeling idolized. But you knew I couldn't last forever, didn't you? I should have been beside you, not looking up to you. I let you cuddle me, and let myself indulge in your love. I thought everything would be alright as long as you keep telling me how adorable I was. They were like magic words to me. I kept my eyes shut. Mel, starting today, I'm going my best to be your sister. I'm all done holding you to the fairy tale ideals. I won't make you pretend to be a prince for me anymore. And I won't try to be your prince just either. I'm just going to be your little sister. So get back on your feet and stand tall, dearest Mel. And I will probably have to pay for what you've done when the sadness goes free. And I know I'll probably cry about it for days, but I won't regret making the decision. Well, I don't know what to say. I wasn't expecting you to handle this so maturely. You're putting your big brother to shame, Nelly. Mother once told me that the girls grow up faster than boys. Wow, her look, as she said that. She was right about that. Thank you, Nelly, for accepting me in spite of all the awful things I've done. And for having me as your brother. You're quite welcome, dearest Mel. Okay. Well, it looks like that's one problem solved. They finally reached a point in the relationship where they belong. If she would have come to terms with herself sooner, come to an understanding with him, then maybe she could have reeled in her ideals before she lost control of them. Yeah, maybe. This Nelly and the other Nelly seems to be of the same essence. They both have a somewhat excessive love for their brothers, and that love expressed itself by transforming him into a prince. If she could have done the same thing then as she did here, then maybe the tragedy could have been avoided. This is before then, though. Yeah, pretty much. If they were able to fix things up in this life, maybe it will have a positive effect on the next. This could change the future. I wonder if we're going to see the change in the future doors. Actually. Or maybe the future doors will never happen. Logically they would never happen, right? Because Morgana is not cursing them. Or maybe it would happen, but in a good way. That would not end up in tragedy. They may share the same souls, but they lived in a completely different times. Do you really think something like this could have an effect on the lives of people hundreds of years from now? There's no way to be certain, of course. Considering how tightly the two seems to be bound, I doubt it will have no effect. I hope it has some effect. Giselle. I was there in the mansion as it all happened, and I just stood by and watched. I feel so guilty about that. Yeah, you were the maid. If I had done something, maybe I wouldn't have turned out like that. It wouldn't have turned out like that. I had what I was then. What I was until just recently. From the memories left imprinted through the mansion, I showed you bits and pieces of their lives. And as I told you their tale, the only thing I contributed was disparaging commentary. I don't feel like you were that critical of them. I absolutely was. I talked about them like they were somehow beneath me. Yeah? You did occasionally offer an opinion on someone or something. You showed me beyond the doors. But the fact that you were mostly detached from the events there is what allowed me to get the core of their characters. You hadn't been in the position you were, so you could tell me the story the way you did. I would never have been able to talk them into helping. You contributed more than criticism. Words weren't for nothing. They made this possible. It makes me feel a lot better hearing that from you. And if you still regret your inaction, then make up for it now by taking action here. And the faith that will be a better fruit in their next lives. This is what he said to Mel as well. Take action now. The past doesn't matter. I mean, it matters, but yeah. The important thing is what you will do now. I will. I wonder if Morgana might have a change of heart too. It's not like Mel wanted to bring her so much pain. He deeply regrets what he did, so maybe she won't bear quite as much resentment for him when she learns that. Yes, I know what you're going to say. If that was enough to assert her, she wouldn't have held on her hatred for all those hundreds of years. So though, I hope it does something for her, however small. As do I. It's gotten pretty late. So I'm going to take Nelly back to the cottage. Okay. If you have some secret plan to get out there to kiss, could you fill me in on tomorrow? Sure. Also, I could get you another room if you wanted. This one isn't the nicest. Yeah, no, it's fine. I've come to realize I'm more at home in less comfortable environments. Yep, makes sense. Michelle. I'm just imagining it. Or was that as depressing as it sounded? It's been, yeah. That's not quite what I was going for. Well, anyway, if you're fine with it, suit yourself. Say, I've got one huge lingering question. If you wouldn't mind enlightening me. Yes? Why do you go to such lengths for me? Yeah, I'm not technically doing this for you, I'm doing this for Morgana. That's the thing. You seem to know Morgana, so I can understand why you would be fighting for her. Yep. But me? had a part in putting her in the tower. You have a reason to hate me. So why would you want to help me? If that was all it took for me to hate someone, I would curse every last man and woman in the world. And that's a thing as well, because like he actually made like 2 points here. One, why would you go for such lengths for me? So here answer is that I'm not really doing this for you, I'm doing this for Morgana. But about hating you is another thing. Like hating him and doing something for him are two separate things. Like we cannot like put them together, I think. Like yeah, hating, no, like that's not going to happen because we know how Michelle feels about hating. Like he didn't even like wanted to curse Amy. Come on. And you would expect him to hate like Mel? I bear no animosity for you. And even if I did, you've committed to take action. That doesn't explain why you were so concrete about us. It almost seemed like you actually cared about me and Neri. But with completely strangers we just met today. Well, I know your lives from before, and that was depressing. So I guess I do feel bad for you as well. I guess. Like we're doing this mainly for Morgana, but your future like self is like pretty miserable, have like pretty miserable end. So yeah. Because some part of me couldn't think of you as the strangers anymore. Huh? That's right, when he come by this afternoon talk, he didn't feel like a stranger to me either. It was weird, like he wouldn't know me my whole life. So I made him into my second brother. You second brother? You're more than welcome to change the ordinary. And that smile! Smile! Make you number 2 and me number 1. I wish I could join in and be big sister number 1. Huh, I'll have to think about it. After all, you might be a number 1 material. Whoa. Is that even up for consideration? I'm just kidding, dearest Mel. Oh, I'm still kind of confused. But anyway, I'm glad someone like you showed up. I've actually been praying every night for God to send someone who can actually get me out of this. I really am useless, all on my own, constantly looking for someone to help me, unable to do anything by myself. And trust me, I realize how pathetic that is. Now you must have had a pretty good life, to be able to be so proactive in the face of adversity. I bet you had everyone respect, helped people in need, had plenty of friends who had your back. Yeah, not exactly. And weren't tossed out by your family like I was. Yeah, about that. You must have had incredibly blessed. Yeah, about that. I'm jealous, really. No. Sorry, that came out of nowhere, I know. Well, I should be going. See you tomorrow. Good night, Michelle. Brother number 2. Good night. Michelle? He didn't. He wasn't trying to be... Yeah, I know. I just thought it was rather funny. I'm not taking a stand because I've been blessed, but because I've got nothing left to lose. I fight for Morgana because I understand what it's been like to be tortured day after day. Having experienced the loss of my siblings, I don't want the two of them to go through the same thing. If anything, as those who have lost the most that are the most likely to take action. I'm not sure if you realized it or not, Michelle. Huh? But you've gotten to be a great deal more expressive since arriving in this era. That is actually true. Yep. I can see your face, but I can hear your voice. I can hear it in your voice, and I can feel it in your presence. So I'm sure it's showing there too, making all sorts of faces I've never seen before. Some things that you've lost, it seems to be getting back. So you can't say you've got nothing left to lose anymore. Promise me, you will let me see all these new faces for myself someday. I will, I promise. If we can manage to destroy this mansion, that should release you from its darkness and allow us to see each other once again. I trust you. I have faith we can do this. Wait, but with the mansion destruction, both our souls should be returned to their rightful places. Which would mean erased from existence. Huh, that's kinda bad. I mean, maybe it's for the better, I guess, right? They went through enough. They can just stop existing together, having last moment. Giselle? What? I just thought. I sensed you grimacing. Ah, wow, you felt that? What's the matter? Sorry, I didn't want to bring down the mood. Just, well... I know this is asking for the moment, but... I was just thinking it would be nice if you had a life you could go back to. If I did. Yeah, I mean, here you are expressive as you've ever been, walking around, outside, being around the other people. Talking to them after all the time in the mansion. Without a life of your own to go back to. I'm sorry. After seeing behind your door and learning how cruel and inhumane life was to you, I felt like the world could stand to do something good to make up for it. It's done all the good it needs to. Never saw someone who cares enough to lament my fate. What more could I ask for? Michelle. Thank you, Giselle. You're not the only one who's asking for the moon either. I wish I could have a life with you as the person I am now. And for that, knowing I have no future is worse than ever before. Alrighty, that's enough mopping around for one night. We should start planning for tomorrow. Things are definitely looking up. It only took one day to get Mel on our side, so let's keep it up and win over the other two. I would certainly like to, yeah. Where did all that confidence go? The other two won't be nearly as easy to convince as Mel. I'm not even sure if we will be able to talk them into helping. We do have a pretty good idea who the swordsman's in this for though. The nun. Yep, pretty much we can go to him through her. That's what I thought before and talked about. So maybe we can get to him through her. Yep. Like we did today with Nelly and Mel. Maybe. Alrighty. Then we'll start by approaching her tomorrow. Sounds like a plan. Lordo. Him, I'm not so sure about. Yeah, that's going to be the pain in the ass. Also, if you think about this, I wonder if like it would be like Michelle will be able to act. Basically, like how good are his acting skills? I mean, they are fucking terrible. Okay, they are terrible. But I just thought about this. Like, technically, we could threaten Yakimusa by like taking Nan as the hostage or something. Right? Kinda. I mean, that's probably a terrible idea. But Yukimasa would probably still want her to be safe and do anything we want for his love, right? He would like throw away his sword, probably, and start talking. Maybe they can talk while threatening the nun or something, you know? At the same time. And they will have talk in this situation. I think like that could work. Maybe we could like talk him out somehow. But we need some bargain chip. Which is none. We'll see. That's my idea and it's probably terrible. I don't think like Michelle can pull this off. At all. But sounds kinda solid. I think, maybe. I'm assuming he's from behind the third door, but we didn't run into anyone who was close with today. And in Morgana telling of the events of the Harvest Festival, she only mentioned 5 people. 5? Oh, right. Like the other like mafiosos, right? That were like there. The Eva. I think like it's going to be that Eva. I think her name was Eva. Or I'm just like making this up. I forgot her name. Maybe it's Eva. Maybe not. Let's see. The Lord, Swordsman, Mel, Nelly, and the Nun. Wait. Oh, never mind. See? That's what I said in the beginning, that I'm fucking tired. Also, yeah, I thought like... Yeah. I felt like we are talking about third door because he talked about third door, but we are talking about Morgana now. God damn it. Yeah, I need to like end soon. Please, night, end. There's one person unaccounted for. We just haven't run into them yet, that's all. If he's the man from the third door, I can't imagine she won't be here too. Yeah, she thinks about the same person. Who's losing their confidence now? In any event, tomorrow we'll talk to the nun. I only hope it goes as well as it did today. You've got me. You don't have anything to worry about. Also, Nan can probably be easier to talk through than Nelly, because Nelly been so obsessed about Nell. But Nan may have like actually believe in our words. On the other hand, she may be thinking like, yep, like, because she thinks that this blood is like not really blood. So she might just accuse us. Yeah, she's probably going to accuse us for like bullshitting her. Like trying to do bad stuff and stuff. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see. I don't have strength now to actually think about future events. You got me, you don't have to do anything to worry about. Or all things considered, you might not even need me. No, I wouldn't say that. You handled Mel pretty amazing though. I'm not going to lie, my heart was pounding the whole time. I was afraid you were going to slip up and say something boneheaded. You managed to keep it together, and I didn't have to come to the rescue. Well, I could make a book of quotes out of your performance today. Oh, for the love of God, for the love of God, please don't. So I'm not concerned at all. Say whatever you think is the right thing to say. I'm more than happy to sit back and watch. The more you pile on the expectations, the more afraid it makes me that I'm going to trip up. Yep, pretty much. Besides, I don't think I could have done any of that without you. Why not? Well, my life was hardly as pride-worthy as Mel seems to think. So, I don't really feel like I had the right to talk to him like that. But knowing you were there, urging me on, was what allowed me to act without hesitation. So, thank you. No thanks necessary. But if you say so, then you are more than welcome. I'm glad I could be assistance, if just a little. That you were. Now, let's keep this momentum up tomorrow. It's getting a bit late though, so we should probably get some sleep. What is it? I kind of don't want to sleep. Why not? For somewhat childish reasons. Are you sad you won't be able to hear my voice? Are you lonely, poor dear? I am. Whoa. That's the last thing I expected you to admit to. Oh yeah, okay, well, do you want to stay up and talk for a little longer right then? Not too long though. You need to rest up for tomorrow. And who knows, maybe I will show up in your dreams if you wish hard enough. Yeah. Okay. The fact that I'm even able to talk with Giselle right now is a miracle and a blessing. So is it evidence for me to yearn for more, knowing I've already been granted such a great bounty? I want to see her face, as much as she wants to see mine. She's infinitely more expressive than me, and I want a good long look at all those many expressions up close. I want more than her voice. I want her whole body. I want to feel her warmth. In this era, I have all 5 of my senses in full working order, as I did when I was alive. Giselle, though, she doesn't. She remains dead. As lively as she might be, that's one thing she did not get back. I truly wish she could have been here too. She would have certainly found more joy in her renewed life than me. And she certainly belonged under the sun far more than I do. But she rather than me was the one left behind in the realm of darkness. A fact that frustrates me immensely. In life, I would have considered her remark about seeing her in my dreams silly and such a rain. But now, I very much hope it happens. Okay. And we're going down to 2 days until her death. Okay. I find this interesting that it says her death and not Morgana death. I find it very interesting. Wake up. That's sudden. Who's waking up who? We'll see in the next episode. I assume this is Mel waking up Michelle from the night sleep, basically. But yeah. Okay, thank you everyone for being with me. We just made a deal with Mel, basically. He will help us. We are going to talk to the Nun today. And yeah, I will see you in the next episode. Thank you everyone for being with me. Leave a like if you like the episode. Subscribe for more. Check my Discord. Become a member if you would like to support me and see the episodes earlier. Comments are yours. Let me know in the comments what do you think. And yeah. Thank you for watching. So far, my Pocket Watch is going out.